See everybody?
Yeah.
Kamari, come sit over here by Nava, please.
Yeah.
Yes, we have enough Bibles. You guys are hype enough already. We have enough Bibles. Everyone can have them. Come sit over here by Nava. I can't see you. Nava, scoot over. Amir, sit next to Ariel. There. Perfecto. Perfecto. You having a good day? Shabbat shalom, everybody. Everybody tell everybody on the camera, Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. That was loud.
That was loud. Everybody was loud. So we're going to go through and we're going to introduce ourselves and we're going to tell everybody how our week was. Who wants to start today? Nava, you want to start? Can you get us a water, please? Okay, Nava, tell us how your week was.
Good.
Well, what's good about your week, Nava?
I get to make fun.
Yeah, you did. You chose a lot of books, and they're sitting on the table in the garage. All of them.
Yeah. So baby.
You were a baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not baby.
Who else wants to tell me about how their week was?
You go. I won't go.
Who's going to go?
Me.
Okay. And tell them what your name is.
My
Speak
name's
loud so they can
Ari.
hear you.
My name's Ariel, and yesterday we got 100% one and me on our spelling test. So we got choco banana. So yeah, and then we got to eat cake, chocolate fudge cake. That was good. That was on Friday, which is yesterday, and what was it? Oh God, no. Okay, right.
Okay.
Done.
Who's going next?
You. Kimari.
Why are you guys being all shy today?
Because they don't have to.
My name is Mark. I had a great day because my friends are fun here. And they came early, and I like that they came early. And that hopefully I'll get my toys back and got out of trouble.
That's a good thing, right?
Bad.
No, it's a good thing that he's out of trouble. And he got his toys back. That's a good thing.
Brandon?
Well, no, you want your toys back, but it's good that you got out of trouble.
I got at the back of my book.
That's
Oh,
and today I woke up early, and I prayed. And I got home too. That was
Okay. Amir and Wilson.
My name is Amira.
You don't know your name?
My name is Amira.
Oh, okay. Tell me how your week was. You stopped like you were going to say something else.
My week was good because I got to eat ice cream, I got to watch movies, and I moved to my new house.
Oh, you guys moved to your new house. How exciting. You like it?
I want to see you.
You've already seen it.
But they moved the furniture in, so I want to go jump on the furniture. Else we good.
No, rude. Are you guys going to let her jump on your furniture?
No.
No way.
Because they broke it and pay.
Yep, if they break it, they got to pay.
I'm
Okay?
just going to touch it.
You're
No
the-
touching.
No
Touching every
touching.
minute.
No touching the furniture. Okay, you're the last one. You got to tell me your name.
My name is Wilson. My week was good.
What was your week good?
Because I got to sleep on my new bed.
You got to sleep on your new bed? I know you've been waiting for that, huh? Did you like it? Were you scared? A little bit? Yeah. Sometimes change is a little bit scary, but you're going to make new friends up there, right?
We already have new friends.
You guys already have new friends?
But before we even met them.
Oh, you guys are lucky. Okay, so we're all done. Zahara, you gonna share your week?
Yeah.
Oh wow, Zahara has two voices. How unique is that? I don't know what's going on. My Facebook will just not load over here for me to share it. Facebook is being a hater. Boo. Everybody say boo to Facebook. So I'm going to go ahead and get started while I restart my phone, and hopefully my Facebook will load and that I can share it to the proper channels. But till then, we're going to move on. I haven't done this for a while, so we're going to share our books. I actually remember today. I always forget. So I'd first like to share with you guys. I'm talking, it's rude. I Am a Daughter of Sarah. It's by Rebecca Batya. It's a book of affirmations for young girls. And it just goes through the different things that she is, how she is cherished, how she is loved. It's a cute book. Next book is The Three Little Hebrew Boys and the Big Bad Wolf Coloring and Activity Book. And there's actually two. There's Advanced Writer's Edition and a Young Writer's Edition, and it's got some Hebrew tracing sheets for the children. So after the Sabbath, make sure you guys order your books. And then you got The Three Little Hebrew Boys and the Big Bad Wolf, the storybook. And we have Yaloni and the Matana by Amira. I almost forgot the girl's name. By Amira Batya. And then finally, and this is a book about appreciating the gifts that the Most High gives you. And then we have Eat and Live by Jessica Alberu, which she just changed her name. I forgot she changed her name to something, so I'm not really sure. But if you need the links, let me know. I'll give you the links after the Sabbath. And this is a cute book about the dietary law. So make sure you guys get your books. You buy all kinds of other books for your children. Make sure you buy and support Israelite authors.
I love the book that you gave us.
Oh, you read it. You liked it a lot?
I read a little bit because when everything was moving was stressful. We needed to order here. And I read a little piece.
Okay, but you liked it? You see that, guys? I gave him a copy of The Three Little Hebrew Boys and the Big Bad Wolf, and he said he liked it. Your children will like it too, so get you a copy. All right. Let me try this one more time with this Facebook thing, and let's see if it works. So today, after service, we're going to be playing a little game about covetousness and greed. Do any of you guys think that you are covetous or greedy?
What does covetous mean? I know what greedy means.
You know what greedy means?
Yeah, and I do not know what covetous means.
Does anybody know? Do any of you know what coveting means?
Yes.
Covetousness?
Yes.
Okay, Kamari?
Like if you want something that another person has.
Oh, you want something that somebody else has. Good job. And is covetousness, is that mentioned in the Ten Commandments?
Z.
Do you know which one? What do you know?
9. No, 10.
You cheated, Kamara. We have the 10 Commandments on the wall.
I didn't even cheat.
You didn't cheat?
No, I didn't.
What say ye, Facebook? Did he cheat? Okay, so he says he didn't cheat. We'll believe you this time.
I didn't cheat. What? No.
Okay. So what is the commandment that talks about covetousness?
You don't covet your neighbor's house, wife, servant, the servant,
Donkey. What else?
The ex.
His wife.
I already said it.
Oh, okay. His servant. You said that one?
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I'm not
His
gonna
cattle.
His cattle.
Can you say it in Spanish for us? Will you tell everybody what it is in Spanish?
El boy. Oh no, that's the donkey.
No, I'm saying say the whole 10, thou shalt not covet thy neighbors. Say that whole commandment in Spanish.
No codiciarás la casa de tu prójimo, no codiciarás la esposa de tu prójimo, no codiciarás la sirvienta del sirviento, no codiciarás el asno, el buey, ni nada que esté dentro de la casa de tu prójimo.
There you go. That's what he said. He said the commandment number 10 in Spanish. Wilson, do you know the commandments in Spanish? No? Okay. Do you want to learn them in Spanish? Yeah, you do. That'd be pretty cool. Kamara, you want to learn the commandments in Spanish?
Yeah.
You going to let Amir teach you?
Yeah.
Okay.
As
Almost.
long as I don't have to get punched every time he says a word.
What in the world?
He's gonna get a punch in the face when he misses a word.
Oh, okay. Sounds kind of dangerous, don't you think?
He's going to get kicked in that eye forehead every time he messes
And he'll be kicked in their neck.
Okay, so Ariel, based upon what we've talked about so far, right?
I didn't come last week Thursday.
Right? Based upon what we've talked about so far, what do you think covetousness is? Remember he said, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his servant.
Adultery.
No.
Well, covenant does lead to adultery.
Put the journals down. Close the journals. Put the pencils down. We don't need them right now.
I didn't know.
So based upon what we've talked about so far, right?
Jealous.
Jealous. Good job, Ariel. What's another word we could use for covetousness?
Greedy.
Greedy. Uh-huh. What's another word we could use for being covetous?
Don't like what you have.
Don't like what you have. That's right. So again, I'll ask the question, right? Do any of you guys think that you covet? You think you covet? Can you give me an example?
Like when you go on TV, there's this girl who has like so much bigger life and so much American Girl doll stuff, and then I was like, I wish I had that much stuff like her.
Okay. Anybody else want to share? Maury, go ahead. Thank you for raising your hand.
Like when I watched my Netflix videos I used to watch, they used to have so many different things. They had a drone flying around so that they could capture every part. It's like pretty cool. So I have my own YouTube channel.
You wish you had your own YouTube channel?
I do, but
Yeah.
one video.
Anybody else going to share? I know every time we go somewhere, every house, put your journal down. If you need to put it in the chair next to you so you don't touch it, go ahead. I know every time we go somewhere, you people are always like, oh, I wish this was our house. Oh, this house is so much better than our house. You guys are always like that.
Hey.
Is that coveting? They should know about your guys' house. They're like, oh, we wish we could move here. We hate our house. Our house stinks. We want to move to their house. You guys don't remember them saying that?
They're taking a guess. Have a few hopes that.
So they don't want to live here. They always want to live somewhere else. Do you guys have an example of when you were covetous? You know.
Like when we were building a house and I saw another prettier one, I said, I want a house.
Yeah, exactly. When you were building your house that you moved into, or when you were building your Lego house?
House.
Okay.
Not Lego.
Not your Lego house, your real house? Okay.
I was trying to build a bathtub jacuzzi beforehand, like call me in to get something so I could do it. Don't want to scare them.
You owe me a jacuzzi.
Okay. You guys ready? Okay. So, it's mine! It's mine! It's all mine! Have you guys ever seen somebody do that in a cartoon? Yeah, you have? Why are you looking at me like that? Don't look at me like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy.
You are crazy.
You've never seen somebody do that in a movie or a cartoon? Yeah, you have, right? So when they do like that, right, is it usually a good thing? Are they a good person? Do they really seem happy?
Bad. bad.
They're probably an evil person trying to destroy the world.
But what are they doing? When they say it's mine, it's all mine.
Because he was thieving.
They're gonna steal it, right? They're gonna thief it.
Or they already have it and they're teasing.
Or they're
Hey, I was
teasing.
gonna say that.
Or they're being greedy, right? They want everything.
I want to.
Don't chew on the Bible. Put the Bible
I'm
down.
not sure what I do.
Right? So it's like they have whatever they have, and then an evil villain. Shh. There are people that are watching, and if we're all talking, they can't hear. Right? So if they want to take over the whole world, that's greedy, right? Can one person really take the whole world and have it to themselves? No.
Yes, sure.
Well, he created everything, but he gives us our house, and he gives us our fans and our beds and stuff. So we have our own things, right? But we're going to kind of talk about that a little bit later. So that's a good point that you brought up. So this thought process, right, of just mine, everything is mine, is a path that leads to hurt and destruction. This form of thinking or desiring other people's things in reality is like going to destroy them. Can you guys see how you wanting everything can destroy you?
Yes.
Because do you think they'll really ever be happy? If they had a whole city to themselves, right? And then they said they want the whole country to themselves. And they got the whole country to themselves. Do you think they'd stop at the country, or do you think they'd want more and more? More and more and more, right? That greedy spirit, it can be called a spirit, that spirit of greed, it never stops wanting. It just wants to eat you, and eat you, and eat you, and eat you, and eat everybody. And that's why we have to avoid that spirit, right? That's why we don't want the spirit of greed.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Like in the Lego movie, there was this guy who just had to find one wet piece, and he would be able to take over the world.
Crackle, right?
Yeah. He would stick everybody together so he can take over the world. But then, he didn't. It's because one of the Lego person jumped and got the wet piece, and he went to like Earth, like the real world, and then like the little boy put him back into this little portal that would take him back to the Lego place, and then like if the person who was using the crackle and the person who jumped into the portal, they was friends, and then he said it might explode, and it kind of exploded.
But that's a great point, right? I don't know if you've seen the Lego movie, but in the Lego movie you have whatever the guy's name is, he wants to take over the world. And he wants to glue everybody together so they'll be perfect in his mind. Put it right there. Why are you suddenly coming?
So nobody stop him.
So nobody can mess it up. But do you think once he glued everybody together, do you think he'd really be happy? No, he probably wouldn't. Pour out that water.
Well, yes, he would, is because he has his own robots. He got his own mind control robots.
Okay, yes. So can you think of a situation in the Bible where somebody coveted something and it hurt them? Because we're talking about how being covetous and greed. Hey, hi, yes, hi.
I'm listening to you.
Okay. Paying attention? So then tell me a situation in the Bible where being covetous hurt somebody. Can you think? Oh, I'm going to ask you all, so I want you to be thinking. Okay, ooh. Can you guys think of a situation?
What was it when he killed 36 people?
Yes, good job. We're going to bring up, you're talking about Achan. Dad just talked about that in his service today, but I had already had that written down for my service. Good job. So Kamari's talking about Achan, when Achan stole from Jericho, and 36 people died because of it. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Can anybody else think?
What about Solomon?
Solomon? Well, Solomon wasn't really covetous because the Almighty gave him so much stuff. He had like the most knowledge and gave him peace and gave him this huge kingdom. So Solomon wasn't really covetous. Can you think of, you're close though, it's not Solomon, it's his father. What's Solomon's father's name? Starts with a D.
Daniel.
Nope.
I'm about to say
Okay, so we'll move on. Okay.
What about
So the first one I want to tell you about is in the very beginning of the Bible.
David?
Nope, David's not in the very beginning of the Bible. Adam and Eve. Can you guys think of how Adam and Eve were covetous? Do you know how Adam and Eve was covetous?
Because when
I want hands and sitting down. Kamari had his hands in the air. Nope. Wilson. How was Adam and Eve covetous?
They ate from the fruit of the tree.
Yeah, they ate from the tree of knowledge, right? Were they supposed to do that? No.
They ate because the snake tricked them to tell them that they'll get us like how Yeshua, like how Yahweh got with us his knowledge and power.
That's right. The snake came to Eve and said, if you get this, then you'll be like gods and you'll have all this knowledge and power and you won't surely die, right? He tricked her, but she would die. So we see that the Almighty gave Adam and Eve this whole garden, right? He gave them dominion over everything. And out of the whole garden, he said, you can't touch one thing. That's like this whole house, right? And I'm like, in this whole house, you can touch anything. You can have all the candy, all the sweets, everything you want in this house, right? You can eat it all. Don't touch this cup. And then what does Adam and Eve do?
She touched it.
But that's human nature. A lot of times you'll see that the Almighty will give us so much stuff, and he'll say, don't touch one thing. And what do you think we as people do? Well, I don't want all that candy. I don't want cakes and cookies. I just want this cup. Ooh, this shiny gold cup. Yes, come on. You've been waiting so patiently. Okay, we're moving on.
Okay.
Get it already.
So it's kind of like the Most High is not being greedy, and some people take it that way. When they can't get everything, they say that the person that won't give them everything is greedy. But really, the Most High created this whole plan, and all he wants is one thing. Let's say you have 6 days you have 5 days and a half to do all your work.
I swear, this little boy is in my mind. Oh, he's in my mind. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, 5.5 days to do all your work. But then 1.5 days, you must sit down.
It's just one day. It's 6 days to do your work, and only
because
one
it's
day.
Friday night.
Yeah, but it's still from night to night. So it's still just one day. It's 24 hours. So you have 6 days to do your work, and 24 hours the Almighty asks for it, right?
Uh-huh.
And what happens?
And people just leave it.
They're like, whatever, I'm going to give you the middle piece. That's all I did.
What is wrong? Why do people can't just listen for this one day? All he wants is one thing. He wanted one castle all to himself. Somebody had to take something. He wanted one tree to himself. Somebody had to take it. He just wants one thing out of everything he created, and somebody has to take it.
That's right. I'm telling you, I was going to bring up that point, and then he just took it and stole it. But that's true, right? The Almighty gives us 6 days in a week to do whatever we want, and he asked for one day. And what's that day called?
He's even named the places that he wants, and then it's still taken.
Right? Okay. So, go to Genesis chapter 2. Genesis chapter 2, verse 15.
Hey, the fan's blowing me. It's hard.
Genesis chapter 2. Genesis, baby.
Genesis chapter 2.
Verse 15. Right here. Verse 15.
Dun.
Well, Ariel's the only person who raised her hand was quiet. So you read 15, 16, and 17. Go.
And the Lord,
The Lord Yah.
took the man and put him into the garden Eden to dress it and keep it. And the Lord Yah commanded the man, saying, of every tree in the garden may is freely eat, but of the tree of knowledge and good and evil thou shalt not eat of it, for the day thou shalt eat it, therefore shalt surely die.
Right? So what was the punishment for Adam and Eve for eating the tree of knowledge of good and evil?
This, the last plague.
Yes, death, or the last, she's talking about the last plague with Moses. Yes, Kamari?
That they shall surely die. But the snake, they tricked them because they didn't die immediately, but they still had time.
They started to age because at that point in time they didn't age, right? Kamari, can you grab a paper and a pencil or something and give her so she can write a pen or something like that? The next story is what you guys can call a generational curse. Ariel, are you listening? Right? And it's proof that you reap what you sow. What does reap what you sow mean?
Oh, I know. Like if you dig a hole for your friend to fall in, then you're gonna.
Hey, come to that.
You're gonna fall in it.
You're going to fall in it, right? So if you dig a hole for your friend to fall in, you're going to fall in it. What you do on the others is going to be done unto you.
Wait.
So Adam, yes.
You tried that? Yeah, I definitely fell in there. Plus, come on, you did too.
Okay. So Adam and Eve took from Yah, right? What did they take from Yah? His tree, right? So then Yah came back and took from Adam and Eve. Do you know what Yah took from Adam and Eve? Well, yeah. But they had 2 sons. What are their 2 sons' names? You guys know their 2 sons' names?
Cain and Abel.
Cain and Abel, right? So who can tell me the story of Cain and Abel?
Cain was the firstborn, and he was the evil, and he used to like to want what other people had.
He was covetous, right? What did he want from his brother? Ariel, what did Cain want from his brother?
Yes, she was, there's something good to him. So then, like, Cain wanted is what he had, so he got jealous and killed his brother.
Well, yes, so Yah was pleased with Abel's sacrifice, and he wasn't pleased with Cain's sacrifice, and he just told Cain, he said, go do right. Kamari, go ahead, add to it. What happened, the Almighty told Cain to do right, and Cain chose to do what? Take your finger off.
I already said everything.
No, she didn't. Okay, well, if you don't want to add to it, right?
Well, he didn't curse him.
What did,
He cursed him that everybody...
Hold on, you said you didn't want to talk, and now I'm listening. Now we're listening.
What did Cain give, Yeshua?
Okay, so what did they, both offered offerings, right? What did Abel offer and what did Cain offer?
The first born of his sheep.
Who offered that?
Him.
And what did Cain offer?
Some dead wheat.
Some dead wheat. He offered from the ground, right? And the Almighty wasn't pleased with that because what did he do to the ground? He cursed it, right? So he didn't want that. So he just said, Cain, if you do right, then I'll be pleased with you. But what Cain was like, nope, I don't want to do right, and he killed his brother, right?
He cursed him that everybody that seen him would want to kill him.
Yes.
That there would be nothing that everything that he tried to plant, it would not.
Yes, right? So the Almighty cursed Cain. So they lost Abel because they took one thing from the Almighty took their 2 sons from him. They lost Abel because Cain killed him, but they also lost Cain because Cain became what? Kamari, go ahead.
He became
a vagabond, right? He became like somewhat like a criminal on the earth, right? Yes. Yes. You want to say something? No, you don't want to say anything? Did you give her a pen to write with?
I made ice cream.
Okay. So go to Genesis chapter 4. Yes, Kamari.
Verse what?
Verse what?
4, verse 7.
Everything you do here is going to be double up there.
Okay.
It's going to double it.
Go ahead.
Me?
No. Amir, go ahead and read, Amir.
If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted, and if thou doest not well, sin lieth on the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt remove over him.
Thou shalt
rule.
Yeah. What happened? Oh, okay, you're talking to her. So he gave him a warning, right? Don't your parents give you warnings? Your parents are like, if you touch that, you're going to get in trouble. And what do you guys do? Right? So he gave him a warning. He had a chance not to touch it, and he still decided to kill his brother. The next one Kamari already brought up, right? Kamari talked about Achan. And so Achan is a man, now please stop. And this one shows you what's done in the darkness always comes what? To light. Come to light, right? So in this story, the children of Israel went to destroy, or they entered into the promised land, right? And the first city they come to, the Almighty says, destroy it and don't touch anything. This first city, it's mine, right? I gave you this whole land, all the promised land, all the way from up top down to Egypt. I gave it to you. But don't touch this one city. And what do you think Achan did?
He touched it.
He stole stuff from the city, right?
Wait.
Yes, come on.
He didn't just steal. He completely robbed everything.
Not everything, but he stole a lot. Joshua, chapter 7, verse 19.
I know what he stole. He stole gold. He probably stole diamonds. He stole lots of
That's not chapter.
Joshua 7, sorry, 19. Joshua 7 and 19.
Joshua 7, 19. I already have it.
Okay, go ahead. You're going to be 19, 20, and 21. Read nice and loud and clear so they can hear you.
And Joshua said unto
Achan,
Sin, my son, give I praise thee glory to the Lord of Yah of Israel, and make confession unto him, and tell me now what thou hast done. Hid it not from me.
so Moses came to Achan, right, because 36 men died. They went to Jericho, and you guys know the Jericho, they walked around the city 7 times quietly, then they blew the trumpets and the walls of the city fell down, right? Big city. And they crushed it really easy. Then they came to this next city called Ai, and they spied out the land like, oh, we only need a couple of people. It's a small city. We'll crush it. But what happened when they went to go fight the city is because Achan had stole the things, the Almighty made that small city to kill 36 Israelites. And then all the people were upset. They're like, oh, what's going on? Ah! And so Moses inquired of the Most High. And the Most High said, there's sin in the camp. And then they took lots and it came all the way down to Achan. So then Moses is asking and said, Achan, don't hide it from me. Tell me what you did wrong. Okay, keep going. Verse 20. Hold on. Kumar, go ahead, Kumar.
He was angry at him, actually. He turned all his anger against the camp.
I have
that
it.
one man. And he said, just because of that one man, that he will no longer be with them. Now that is tough. He was serious about
Okay.
Wait, and then I know.
Yes. Let's let him finish reading.
Don't hit it.
And Achan answered Joshua,
Sin answered Joshua. And said, indeed, I have sinned against the Lord God of Israel, and thus have I done when I saw among the spoiled and godly baby.
the goodly Babylonian garment.
Garments and 200 skins of sheep. Very gold of 50
Shekels.
Then
I coveted them.
Then they are hid in the earth and mid under it.
Right? So he said, when I saw among the spoils of a goodly Babylonish garment and 200 shekels of silver and a wedge of gold of 50 shekels weight, then I coveted them and I took them, and behold, They are hid in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it. So, Ariel, I have to go change the hardest diaper. I want you to go ahead and share what you wanted to say. And Kamari, if you have anything you want to say, you can share it as well. I will be right back.
Okay.
Ariel's talking.
And one of the stop. Punch you. And one of the it's not in this Bible study, but it's about something else that my dad teaches. I think that somebody made bad decisions, and then just kill his family, his daughters, his daughters, and all his kids, his wife, and everything he had, and he said he wanted to kill it, and that's what I remembered that my dad said.
Okay. Another thing that was sent in the camp, I don't know who it was, but he said that the earth will open up and swallow everybody.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
And so the earth opened up, but while it's talking about that, it says she. And I wonder why the Bible called the earth a she.
What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
Yeah, it's just a question that I want people to ask.
Here, do you know the answer?
Because in the end, Yeshua will get married with his people.
Okay, good answer. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Reset mission.
Most I had to go.
No, Kamari. Well,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother story. A whole nother lesson for a whole nother day. Okay, sorry about that. So, like Ariel was saying, all his animals, everything, they had to die because of what he did. The consequences for his actions were that 36 men died, his whole children and all his animals got stoned and burned, right? All because Achan coveted what the Almighty set aside for himself. He gave the children of Israel the promised land, and he said, this one city belongs to me, and Achan was greedy. His animal, his goats, right? He's just standing there like, bah, bah, do, getting beat up. Like, what did I do, right? His children like, what did I do? So do you think if somebody said, Achan, you have a choice. You can take all of this gold and all these riches, right? But the consequences is that you're going to get stoned, and all your possessions get stoned, and you're going to all be burned, your children and everything. Do you think he would have took it? You think he would have took it?
No.
No? Why wouldn't he have taken it?
It's because he's going to die, his children going to die, his wife, his goats, his everything.
So it's not worth it. That's why when we're getting ready to sin, we have to stop and consider. Because the consequence for sin is what? Death. Good, say it louder. The consequence for sin is what, Amir?
Death.
It's death. So it may not seem like a big deal, but it's like, Whitney, did you eat that cake? No, and I ate that cake. What is that called?
Lying.
A lie, right? Where are liars going to go?
Hell. To the lake of fire. Because heaven and yourself.
Right, the lake of fire. But a lot of times we sin, and we don't think about it right there. We're living in the moment, and that's why it's important that we think beyond the moment. It's why it's important that we move slowly, and we answer things honestly, and we live an honest lifestyle. And sometimes it seems hard, but when you do it all the time, it's not hard. When you lie all the time, your first instinct is to lie. When you tell the truth all the time, your first instinct is to tell the truth. Yes, come on.
You're next.
Okay, well then why don't you put your hand down?
I've been in my hand up.
Okay, but now I'm asking you what you want to say, and as soon as I ask you, you tell me, you didn't pass it. But then you could have put your head down if you didn't want to answer it. So you're going to say what you wanted to say? Or are you going to say, you've been past it?
You done passed it.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to keep passing on. All right? So my next one is David. Who can tell me what David coveted?
A woman, because he saw a woman that was bidding and he covered this other woman.
And what was wrong with that? She was married, right? So she was somebody else's wife.
She was one of the soldiers of David's kingdom wife.
Yes, that is correct.
And then
Thank
he
you.
said the man to go in front of the army, and then he died and he took his wife.
So not only did David take the man's wife, he had the man killed, right? Was that nice? That was so nice of David, right? That was so. Everybody give David a round of applause for doing nice things. No, we're not
You're going past him. You're going to the end of the world.
So this is a good example, right? David was, yes, Kamari.
He also sent him with his own death note.
Yes, he did. He made Uriah, the man's name was Uriah, and he made Uriah go to the front line and give the letter to Joab saying, kill Uriah, which is really bad. Can you imagine somebody handing you a note that says, kill you? And you're like, yeah, I'm going to take this note. I'm so happy that I'm carrying this note to my death. That's not really that nice, right? So, this is a good example of you have to always be vigilant. We have to be on our toes. Are we listening?
Yeah.
Part of being vigilant is listening when we're being taught, right?
Okay.
Because David was known as what? What was David's title? He was a friend of who?
Yes, sure.
He was a friend of Yah, right? Sit down, please, Neva. And stop pushing on the bench so everybody can be close to the table. So David was a friend of Yah. Do you think that was friendly for what he did? But David wasn't being vigilant, right? So we have to be careful because even people who are serving the Most High, if we're not wise, we can fall into sin. So I'm going to quickly read to you a little parable that was put to David. And the Lord sent Nathan unto David. This is 2 Samuel, if you want to follow along, 12, starting at verse 1. And the Lord sent Nathan unto David, and he came unto him and said unto him, there were 2 men in a city, one rich and one poor. The rich man had exceedingly flocks and herds, but the poor man had nothing, save one little ewe lamb, which he had brought and nourished up, and it grew up together with him and with his children. It did eat his own meat, and drank of his own cup, and lay in his bosom, and it was unto him like a daughter. So this one lamb that he had was like a daughter to him. And there came a traveler unto the rich man, and he spared to take of his own flock, and of his own herd to dress for the wayfaring man that was come unto him. So he didn't want to take his own sheep. Whose sheep did he take? The poor man's lamb, and dressed it for the man that was come to him. And David's anger was greatly kindled against the man, and said unto Nathan, as the Lord liveth, that man hath done this thing shall surely die. So David said, the rich man shall surely die. He was passing judgment, right? And he said, and shall restore fourfold, because he did this thing, and because he had no pity. And Nathan said unto David, what did he say? You know? He said, thou art the man. Thus saith the Lord Yah of Israel. I anointed thee king over Israel. I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul. I gave thee thy master's wives and thy master's house. I gave thy master's house and thy master's wives into thy bosom. And I gave thee the house of Israel and Judah. And if that had been too little, I would have given you so much more. Right? Wherefore hast thou not despised the commandment of the Lord to do evil in the sight? Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and thou hast taken his wife to be thy wife, and hast slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon. Who thinks that was nice? Good job. Nobody should think that was nice. That was not very nice. Most times when you covet something that belongs to someone else, in order to get it, you have to sin. Name some things that people do. Name some things people might do to get things that they covet. So we already know David what? He killed. You can walk around that way. He killed. What else could you do? If you're trying to if you're coveting something from somebody and you want it, what are some other things you could do? Ariel.
Get the cute little baby.
No, listen to the question. So you're coveting something. This is bad, right? And you're trying to get it. What are some things that people would do to get what they want. So David killed a man. Rape. What else? Steal.
I was just going to say that.
You're going to steal. Lie. Good job. Can you guys think of anything? What are some things people may do when they're coveting and they want it and they're trying to get it? What are some things they may do? Come on.
Sneak into the house.
Sneak, right?
They can kill them and then bury them and then they can have what they want and go back to their house and or just sell their house and move their stuff into their house.
People do that stuff. That happens a lot. People will have somebody killed and they'll take over their stuff and take their house and move in there and then just act like this is normal. But that's not very normal. Yes, Mark.
They'll take, let's say their children's walking home, they'll take their children and say, you don't give me all your stuff, then I'll kill her.
Yeah, that's called ransom, right? That's not very nice either. Okay.
Wait,
yes.
When you covet in your mind. You don't covet it out. Most of the Ten Commandments are shown outwardly in this whole world where people can say something like it. But when you covet, nobody knows you're coveting.
Right, and until you manifest it outwardly, right? You're stealing.
Coveting turns into an action.
Yes.
Coveting is a thought, a direct thought that marinates in your head until you let it finally get into your head and it's stuck there, and then you send it out as an action.
Okay. Turn to Micah, chapter 2. Micah.
It turns into a verb.
Micah, yep. Micah's one of the minor prophets. Old Testament, it's a minor prophet.
Okay, I haven't heard Micah before.
Matthew, Malachi,
It's a minor prophet.
Zechariah, Nahum, Alma. Let's write it in here.
Just keep turning. Okay, I'm going to read it. Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds, when the morning light they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, and every man and his heritage, right? So at nighttime they scheme and they plot and they plan. I already read it. You can stop. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. At nighttime they scheme and they plot, right? And then when the morning light comes, that's when they go and they do. Good job, you found it. That's when they go and they do all the things. They steal, right? They take people's houses and their inheritance by violence. Sometimes, yes, Kamari.
Actually, they don't do it at the morning. They do it at the night, the next day.
They may steal at night, or they may come and take it during the day. Depends on what they're doing. Sometimes we may not feel like it's fair. I want things. I want this and I want that. I want your shirt. I want your journal. I want your hair. I want your hands. That was good. Oh! Uh-oh. Are you okay?
No, Mom.
Now let's sit still. All of you sit. Sit. Pull the table back. Amir, pull the table. Okay, there we go. Right? Nobody's going to steal somebody's hands. But somebody could covet your mobility, because there are some people who can't walk, right? Some people who can't talk or can't sing, they may covet some of the things we have, right? So, but either way, it's still not good to covet. So we may feel like it's not fair, and I know you guys have said, like, you want those toys, right? It's not fair she has those toys. It's not fair he has that YouTube channel. What are some other things?
It's not fair you have that big mansion.
It's not fair you have that big mansion. It's not fair you have that nice phone. It's not fair you have that tablet.
Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox 5.
It's not fair you have a PlayStation 5.
Excuse me?
Yes.
But we shouldn't be doing that, because at the end of the day they're going to hell, but we're going to heaven.
Well, not even that. They may not be going to hell. They may just have those things. But either way, we shouldn't be coveting. Some people work really hard for the things they have. So we see the reward, right? You may see they have a nice car, right? And you're like, oh, I want that nice car. But you don't know that they worked for 10 years really hard building houses to get that car, right? But all you see is the car, like, I want that car. It's not fair that they have that car. Sometimes Yah is using that very thing that the person has that you want just to trip them up, just to be a witness against them when they go to heaven, right? Or not when they go to heaven, for judgment. Sometimes you just can't handle it. And the Most High is keeping you from transgressing against Him by keeping you from it. So that one seems a little weird, but think about it like money, right? Like rich people. Money is not evil, right? But the love of money is evil. You guys know that scripture? The love of money is the root of all evil.
Yep.
So not everybody can be rich. Most rich people will not make it into the kingdom of heaven. Why?
It's because
1% time.
it's because they are always too much about their own things that they forget to pray, read, and serve. Well, they probably do serve, but they forget most about the things they're supposed to do. That's way more important than their job and their money and their electric bill.
Okay, Wilson?
They're proud of their things.
They're proud of their things? Kamari?
Well, they tease and what else?
What if some of them sin to get it?
And then, like, what is it? They, since they have all this stuff, they don't need the Most High. They have all this huge mansion. They just buy. And that's why the poor pray more than the people that are rich, because they can take care of their needs.
Right.
Let's say you have all this money.
No stories, right? So money is a defense, right? So since they have all the money, when they don't have food, they don't pray to the Most High. They just go buy it, right? But a poor person, like Kamari is saying, when they don't have food, what do?
Pray.
They pray to the Most High and ask the Most High to provide for them. So it says that it's easier for a camel to enter into the eye of a needle than a rich man for into the kingdom of heaven. So we may envy, like, oh, I want to be rich like them. I wish I was rich like them. Oh.
That's a part of the young ruler.
Yeah, exactly. And Yeshua told him to sell all that he had and give to the poor, right? But he didn't want to do that, right? He'd rather be rich. So if you had a choice to be rich and go to hell, or have humility and enter into the kingdom of heaven, what would you do? So you'd rather not be rich, right? Just like Achan, right? He wants to be rich, so he stole those things. But at the end of the day, it cost him his life. So if you were to ask him ahead of time, would you rather steal these things and be rich? Or would you rather go to the kingdom of heaven? You probably would have chose the kingdom of heaven. Right? So my last physical example of that is Hezekiah. The Almighty told Hezekiah, He said, I'm going to kill you, Hezekiah. Put your house in order. And Hezekiah said, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Give me more time. I've been good to you. Right? So Almighty gives Hezekiah more time. And then Hezekiah ends up sinning. But if he would have just died when the Almighty said, I'm going to kill you, he wouldn't have made that transgression and he would have been right with the Almighty's whole life. So sometimes we have things in our life that happen for a certain reason, and we don't always understand them, but we have to trust the Most High and believe that He is faithful, right? And He's good, and He's going to take care of us. Even if we don't have the nicest phone or the nicest car or an Xbox or a PlayStation, right? Or a humongous, huge house or whatever it is that we want. Even if we don't have those things, we know that the Most High is faithful.
A Hilux.
Huh?
A Hilux pickup.
Yep, a Hilux pickup. Those are some nice trucks. Yes, Ariel.
Your shoe's better than anything else in the world. At least you got head better than something else.
Right, exactly. At the end of the day, if you really think about it, I may not have all these great things, but I have the Most High on my side. And that is the best thing that we could ever have. Good job. That was a great point. So this lesson has already been long. So next week, we're going to talk about the positive side of covetousness. And that seems kind of crazy. Like, how can you be covetous in a good way? But you can't. So next week, we're going to talk about positive covetousness.
You see the way I was so early today?
Why?
Because when we are ready to live up here, I Because before I used to come down, because it was, I go this Shabbat, my brother goes the next Shabbat, so I used to come down, and then when it was my turn for afternoon, for the day food, I used to go down and stay down here long of that with my father up here, so he makes the church up here. All I do is remind him.
That's good. I'm glad you guys are here early. I'm glad you guys came today. Okay. So now we're going to play a game. So close your Bibles. Hand me the Bibles.
And the books, and the pencils. There you go.
And the journals and the pencils. Here, Kamari, take these. Put these up.
And the sharpeners.
Put those up. Ariel, put the journals up there on top of the thing.
I'm gonna slap you.
So this game is called Are You Covetous? What do you guys think? Are you covetous?
No.
Ariel, Amir, stop fighting. Are you covetous?
No.
Okay. Down, up, off the table, up.
Oh, God.
Get up. Okay, we're going to move the bench. And we're going to move, get up. Up. Watch your fingers. Move it this way. Okay, move it that way. That's fine. Move it. Okay, Ariel, if you go that side of the table, we're going to move the table back. You can sit right there in that other room. Move it back. Okay.
So what? How do you say this?
Stand over there. Stand. Come over here, guys. Zahara, sit down. You want to know what we're going to do?
You need to say.
Zahara, sit down. Go over there. Stand over there. Okay. You don't have to make a line. Move those chairs back to that corner. Pick them up.
You don't want to disturb
Get in a straight line. Get in a straight line. Like this. Turn. Ariel and Nava, go back there. Get behind him. Okay. Everybody's in a straight line. Aw. Hi, Nava. I see you back there. Okay. I'm going to hand you some bags. So in this game, I'm going to have everybody some bags, right? I'm going to put the bags behind my back. Okay, I'm done. Who thinks they're covetous? Okay, nobody thinks they're covetous. They said they're not covetous. Okay, who wants to go first? Amir, you're going to go first? Okay, I need one other person. You pick somebody to go with you. Okay. Okay, Amir. No, stay there. Okay. Which hand do you want? The right hand or the left hand?
Right.
You want the right hand? Okay, don't open it. Just hold it. Kamari, you want the right hand or left hand? You don't have a choice. There's your left hand. Open it.
I don't want neither. Never let the right hand know what the left hand's doing.
What does it say, Amir?
You are blessed to have parents.
You're blessed to have parents. There's something else in there.
Yes.
Back up.
I pray the Most High bless you with knowledge and understanding.
So what did you get, Amir?
Knowledge.
You got knowledge and understanding. You got some nice words, right?
Assignment.
Okay. Kamari, what did you get?
2 chocolate balls.
You got 2 chocolate balls. Amir, how does that make you feel? Makes you feel angry, right?
Give me.
You want the chocolate balls.
Yes. I want good parents.
You wanted the chocolate balls? Did you want to take the chocolate balls from him? Were you coveting his chocolate balls? Oh, wow. Okay.
I was coveting too. I just wanted.
Okay. All right. Go to the back.
Don't give me that.
Okay. Come here. Come on, Wilson. Come on, Ariel.
Don't just make that.
Kamari and Amir are sharing the candy bag. Okay. Right hand or left hand?
Left.
You want the left hand? Ariel, right? Don't open it. Ariel, you want the right Okay. Go over there. Stand over there in the back. Turn around so they can see you. Come here. Come. Stand right here so they can see you. Open it.
I get candy.
You got little candy sticky thingies. And what did you get, Wilson? What does it say? You're blessed to have food. What else did you get? Your blessings and favor over your life. Isn't that great? You're blessed that you have food. That's a good thing, right? But what does she have? Candy. How does that make you feel? Makes you a little bit sad, right? Kind of makes you want... No, it doesn't make you sad? That's good, because that candy's nasty anyways. Oh, she's sharing with you. You want to share? Okay, go over there. Okay. Next. Next, we have Nava and Amir. Come on, Nava and Amir. Back up. Back up, Amir. No, just stand. Come here. Right there. Okay, Nava, do you want the right hand or the left hand? You want the right hand? Amir, you want the right hand? You don't have a choice! That's right! Here you go. Open it. What did you get, Amir? Oh, you got a Pop-Tart. Nava, what did you get? Nava got, you are blessed to have a house. I love you so much. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Isn't it right? She's blessed to have a house, right? She's blessed to have a house. Nava, how did that make you feel that you didn't get the Pop-Tart? Did it make you a little bit sad? No, it didn't make you sad? Why not?
I think I just got something later. That's the most annoying.
Right? Okay. We're going again. Kamari, I think it's you and, it's your turn and Wilson's turn. No, it's not Wilson. Is it Wilson's turn? No, it's, yeah. Okay. Back up. Turn your back. Turn your back. Get to the table. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Come on. Over here. Back up. Okay. Right? Kamari, which hand? Right hand or left hand?
I'll take my right.
Left hand? There you go. Open it up. What did you get, Kamari? What did you get, Wilson?
Yeah.
Why are you worried about what he has? Worry about your blessing. What do you have? Worry about what's in your bag. What did you get? Stop.
Blessing the poor.
When you
Blessing the poor.
stars.
Yes, when you go up, reach for the stars.
You are blessed to have your body.
Yes, you're blessed to be able to move your body, right? That's a good thing, right? But you still kind of want the cookies too, right? You don't want the cookies? Are you sure?
Those cookies are nice.
I think you're tricking us.
Wait, I want triple the faith.
Okay. Okay, next, Ariel and Nava.
Wait.
No, I want to go. Why do you want to go? Are you being grateful for what you have?
He wants to go with me.
Stop. Put him down. Stop. Nava and Ariel back up against the table. Answer yourself. Nava, right hand or left hand? That's not yours. I'm just joking. What'd you get? Back up, back up, back up. Stop being greedy. Look at you. Look at you being greedy.
You are so amazing.
You're so amazing, are you?
You are blessed to have been able to walk.
Oh, you did. You're blessed to have what? You're blessed to have what, Ariel?
To able to walk.
You're blessed to be able to walk. That's a good thing. Are you happy you can walk, Ariel?
Yeah.
Do you want her sucker? Yeah. Yeah, okay, last one. I think it's Kamari and Amir. I got my bag. Hey! Okay, Amir, I'm gonna let you pick. Right hand or left hand?
Left.
Left?
I got double. I got two.
Where'd you get Amir? Aria, watch out, you're in the camera. Back up.
I got double. Yay!
You got a cake. Yay! You got what, Kamari?
I got double this time.
You are so smart. Oh yeah, I got math skills.
What else?
I'm
What
gonna
else?
get all these sentences.
You are blessed to know the Most High.
You're blessed to know the Most High. We're gonna eat the cake in front of everybody. Wait. Just put it away for now. Put it away for now. So we see, right, in life, this is just the way life is, right? Life comes and life goes. Sometimes people get things. Are you listening? Listen. Stop what you're doing. Amir, stop what you're doing. In life, sometimes people get things. Amir, we can't have fun now if we're not going to pay attention, right? People get things. And it's not always fair. Did you guys do anything to deserve any of that?
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yep.
What did you do to deserve that?
Keep doing them out.
I'm not sure how that applies. But sometimes people in life are blessed. And even though those people are blessed, we may want the things they have, correct? Are you listening? Are you paying attention? But that doesn't mean that we can covet. No matter how much we want those things, it doesn't mean that we should covet what they have, right? Because in due time, we will get things as well. We may not get the exact same thing. We may not get exactly what they have, exactly when they get it, or exactly how they get it, but we also get things, and we are blessed. When we're ungrateful, right, when we covet things that other people have, we're not showing the Most High that we appreciate what He has done for us. Every day we have breath in our body, right? We can move our body. Everybody shake your body. Everybody scream. Everybody stomp your feet. Now we're back away from the laptop. Can everybody hear? Everybody can hear, right? All those things are blessings because there are people who can't talk. There are people who can't scream. They can't move. They can't breathe. They can't hear. If you can't breathe, what are you? You're dead, right? So we're all alive. So we are all very blessed. All right? So everybody, we're going to get ready to pray, and we're going to say goodbye to them. So who's going to lead us in prayer? Wilson? Oh, okay. The rule of the house. Nope. The rule of the house is if you point to somebody else, that means you get to pray. Come on, Wilson. Yes, I know. You can do it. Ready? You're going to lead us close out in prayer. Shh, pay attention. You got this. You can do it. Thank the Most High for today.
I give you a bag of treats. Just saying.
We're gonna get cake. Everybody's gonna get cake. You're holding up our cake, man. Come on.
Let's have a break.
No, I want you to try. You can do it. You can do it, right?
My father put the prayer.
It's okay. You can do it. You are strong and you are powerful, right? You know the Most High's word. You believe in the Most High. You can do it.
Yeah.
It's okay. Here, so you don't see anybody? Is that better if you turn this way? Is that better? No? Okay. Everybody, you all turn around and face the wall. There you go. Is that better?
It's worse.
It's worse? Okay. Turn back around. Okay. Do you want cake?
Thank you for cake.
Yeah, thank you for cake. Come on.
Or we said it slowing down the cake. Cake's cold.
You go.
No, just say thank you, Most High, for today. Thank you, y'all, for today. Watch over our families and keep us safe. And then close it out. Amen. Okay. Anybody else want to say another prayer? Me. Okay.
So you keep
So got quiet. Kamari's going to close us out in prayer too. Hey, Kamari's going to close us out in prayer.
Thank you for today. Thank you for the breath in our body that you have given us. Thank you for letting us be able to move our body, knowing that you could have taken us away, that we could have never woken up tomorrow. Thank you for the people that are coming here. Thank you for just our life, for our hearts that we live. Thank you for giving us to be chosen to go to heaven.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in with us. Everybody say Shabbat Shalom.
The song that I made up.
Sure. Go ahead and sing them.
Can anybody sing with me?
No, we don't know the song. Sing the song.
Dun dun dun, ay ay dun dun dun, ay ay dun dun dun, ay ay dun dun dun. Make my faith stronger. Help me to serve you better. Make my faith stronger. Help me to serve you better. Make my faith stronger. Make everybody stronger in your love. Help me to help me to serve you. Help me to serve you. Help me to serve you.
Yay! Good job, baby. That was beautiful.
No,
No, it's time for cake. All right. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Have a good day. Stop that. Stop. That's rude. Go ahead. Okay, let's get everything put back so we can have cake. You guys want